It's so hard to come back from that. By the time quarter 2 had closed out, I really don't think there was much coming back.
And sometimes that happens. Like, even in sports, I'm starting to notice a pattern with stage selection. Have you noticed third quarter, the team is picking Temple a lot?
Yeah, Temple seems to come around a lot. It's assuming it's the losing team picking Temple, it would make sense that you would want to hold on to your stocks, because if you find that you have kind of better stage pressure, but you're dropping stocks either to each other or to the enemy team in very, very small niche situations, you want to pick that map where you just press the trigger, you know, save your life.
That's true. On the flip side of that, what I'm noticing is if you are behind by a substantial amount, it may not be the stage to go to. Not only is the stage large with the blast zones, you have that extra area in the middle, that pit, where it helps people survive simply by taking the stage. And if you're behind by stocks, it actually could just ruin your momentum and give you zero chance of coming back.
And we saw that with Austie. Austie held his stock the entire game. They did not kill him once.
That is ridiculous.
That is 5 minutes of a Shulk holding his stock in a 4v4 situation. That is absolutely nutty. And you need to be mindful of who's on the enemy team in a situation like that, because Sheik can do very similar things. If Sheik wants to, she can just dip. As soon as she hits like 150, she doesn't think she's not too confident teching. She's just going to run. Just get out of there.
Aussie, why didn't you die on Temple? You guys are ridiculous.
44-0.
Domination. 44-0, you said?
44. Jesus Christ.
Nah, I'd be mad.
That's so nutty.
I would be mad.
Crossfire, for lack of a better term, definitely got freed up. Like,
I thought I saw Draymond Green on the East Coast Warriors side for some reason.
Oh, man. That was winners finals, so we're going to see losers semis, followed by losers finals, into grand finals. And Locale is putting in so much work. I really wonder if any of these teams are going to get a reset.
Now, I didn't get a good chance of watching this particular set, so did you see anything from a teamwork standpoint that you think they can carry over to their next match?
For sure. Are we talking Locale?
Yeah, yes.
For sure, Locale definitely had very clutch moments where Austie would work together with different members of the team to secure stocks. And because Shield does nothing to his kill power, he would just, as slow as he was, just be there. And he would just be there to put out the kill move that he had to. He did it with Camelange off of a confirm. He confirmed off of an Ike throw before. There's several things that he's done, and he's making a lot of work.
So it sounds like we're having a very Shulk-centric four-man team right here. And that's pretty interesting. Normally you would think each character would fulfill a certain role and it would be kind of equal in terms of importance. But this one seems to really abuse the power of the Shield Manon and take it to full effect. Everyone just plays around that, and it creates some very lopsided matches.
He seems to know exactly the two Monados that he needs to use. And although I was talking with Dyer, there are definitely times when he can confirm kills if he puts out Smash. But because no one's really hitting him hard for his strategy of only using jump and shield, he doesn't have to turn to anything. If it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. So now we have Team Deadly Alliance now. I see Pac-Man, of course, Cloud, Dark
Cloud
Pit.
From Venia. This surprises me. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Now, Ninja Link, I know, plays a really good Cloud, so it's interesting how he's going Charizard. It looks like they're trying to put a bruiser on the team, and I think Flare Blitz might be a thing in this match.
Could, but Sinji seems to be the only person locked in currently, so...
Yeah, they're probably still thinking about it. They probably had to tell the judges before they made their decision. Oh, God, no. For a second there, I saw Double Pac-Man. I was going to lose my mind.
Double Pac-Man is a little bit nutty. Oh, my favorite Pac-Man skin, Oven Mitts. Oven Mitts Pac-Man is adorable.
He's baking them cookies,
boom,
man.
boom. It's like, I have time to bake cookies and beat you. Get out, dude.
So if this is the final team selection, we see two Greninjas on one side, on one team. That always brings an interesting point. When a team decides to bring two or more of a single character, it brings the idea that this is going to be a very centric strategy based on that character.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you there. We can see a very Greninja-centric gameplay style, very Greninja-centric team play going on from Red Team here. But at the same time, I think we might see both Greninjas kind of break off and help their two item-based companions, because you have Toon Link applying AoE pressure, you have Sinji applying, although it's not as much of an area of effect as often, because Hydrant is definitely, it has a cooldown, it's on the stage for a certain amount of time, but Venia can act on the fact that people aren't going to run straight into Hydrant. They're going to want to go over Hydrant, and because Greninja's forward air is so good, one of them is just going to be able to close out stocks or even just take percent if they need to capitalize on people trying to escape Hydrant. That's a very good strategy.
Now, one thing I haven't really seen to full effect yet is a very defensive zone-based strategy. Now, obviously, this is probably because, you know, it's still very new, the 4v4 game right now, but with Pac-Man and two Greninjas, it's a possibility we could see a lot of water on the field right now, especially with Shurikens at the beginning. And they're the perfect spot to consistently do that, actually, in the beginning.
You're going to see Venia applying very nice pressure, just hitting and getting away as soon as he knows he's going to get through.
So we got the Fire Hydrant pretty much in the middle of the stage, which is probably something you want to do consistently if you're Sinji.
Funny enough, we tend to see a lot of skirmishes on this map, but it seems like there's a lot of team play going on. You have two 2v2s occurring on different sides of the map for a nice, concise 4v4 situation.
Yeah, they're slowly evolving by the second, their team strategies. I see them talking after every game, just you know, when they get a chance to really just think about what they want to do. We also have a setup over here where they can kind of work on certain things, so it's good to see that they're bringing some of the things into play. And Ness just lost a life, unfortunately, so they're already immediately behind.
That's one very big problem with Ness versus a team like this. Every single character on this team can gimp Ness ridiculously hard, including his own team. Robin can gimp Ness just by recovering. Cloud has such big hitboxes that if he throws out the wrong move, it's going to do way more damage than they want it to.
There is a trump card that Ness does have in a format like this, and that is PK Thunder 2. The ability to blow multiple opponents away at once is something that could rear its ugly head. It did a little bit the last time I was watching them.
Yeah,
now, whether they have a chance to or not is going to be a different story.
Set 1, it did a lot of damage. Although they weren't able to close out the set itself, they were definitely putting in work with that PK Thunder. Wow, Sinji Venia almost getting the gimp. I'm sorry, Sinji Ninja Link. Ninja Link going to seal that stock off the top. And we see it's not as present, but it's a little bit more of a defensive-based playstyle, kind of like you called. It's nice to see. They're definitely waiting for Yellow Team to make a move before doing much.
Definitely, and it's working to great benefit. The Red Team is slowly getting the lead while Yellow Team is racking up those minuses.
Yeah. It's very important. I don't think Yellow Team has taken a stock yet. Very nice B-reverse key by Sinji.
Yeah,
but
controlling the right side, just trying to protect that house over there.
Yeah, he's just setting up camp. Very effective strategy, and as soon as the going got bad, his entire team was there to support him.
Very nice. And on the left side, you have Toon Link kind of doing something similar. So they're kind of trying to box in the other team by kind of pestering them with projectiles and, general annoying stuff that those two characters really do.
And it's a very good strategy with two Greninjas, because Greninja does have the frame data to capitalize in one-on-one situations or even 2v3 situations.
Oh, Cloud loses another stock. Oh, but he makes up for it immediately.
Yeah. Swing that sword. Hey, better swing. Very nice backer.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning, and we got a 2-minute warning. Oh my gosh. And just can't tell who losing the lead right now. It's still Red Team.
Yeah, the double Greninjas holding a 3-man edge guard for almost 10 seconds there. Very nice.
Very solid.
Nice backer by Ninja Link, capitalizing on the fact that he hit Venia by mistake.
Ooh, nice fair by Venia, killing Cloud. Cloud at -3.
Venia gonna apply pressure to this Fox.
Ooh, nice PK Thunder 2, but Ness could not make it back in time.
It's unfortunate.
Negates the kill he just got. Sinji's
nice
powering up items.
Jash. Oh, wow.
Ooh, off the top.
Yeah,
Vinya.
Jash confirmed to that with his bomb. That was very unfortunate.
Ooh, Sinji goes for the edge guard on Fox. He comes back.
Ness getting a footstool to end that stock onto him there.
Ooh, he just jumps right in and just slices Fox.
Very nice fair there. The double Greninjas seem to be playing together, unlike what I had predicted, and it's nice to see that that strategy in itself works as well.
Yeah, it may have something to do with, you know, they're both playing one of their best characters. Vinya, his best character. Ninja Link is probably his second.
Vinya, known as one of the best Greninjas in the game, but definitely the best in Tri-State.
Yep. And Ninja Link always no slouch no matter what character he seems to play. So now only 10 seconds left. So you can see if we can get some last second kills on Robin and Cloud, possibly. Yes, we do. Robin loses stock.
3, 2, 1, and red.
Oh, goodness!
Buzzer beaters.
What? Ah,
wow!
And red team with an emphatic victory on the first quarter.
Literally 3 seconds on the clock. 2 kills get sealed by Vinya.
Double Greninja really put a stamp on this quarter.
Putting in work. A lot of work there. Score is currently 8-0 in favor of Deadly Alliance, and I want to see what adjustments East Coast Warriors can make. Because that game, pretty demeaning.
Yeah, we got it. Now they have the opportunity in the second quarter to make a character adjustment, I believe.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to figure out how to deal with that double Greninja. It wasn't so much that they were always in tandem near each other. It's just that they were just very well placed moves, very strong kills. Just the power of those players, just with their best characters, just really shining through there.
Yeah, and for sure, I like what I like about the double Greninja strategy is when they were covering each other, they were utilizing the fact that they had such good frame data. But when they were covering their friends, they were utilizing the fact that they could also cover a huge amount of space with their forward air. So I want to see what the yellow team does to combat that in terms of character counterpicks, potentially. I know Saint does have a Zero suit. Valhalla, to my knowledge, plays Corrin as well. Max IVs is a Greninja himself, so maybe that last match was inspiring for him to go pick Greninja himself. And Eggplant also has a DDD, so I'm not sure if he'd be as good in this format as he would be in doubles.
I think in this situation I would advise against it. I don't think the issue outside of, I think as long as he doesn't get caught off stage too much, he should be fine. Yeah. And then you always have that trump card of PK Thunder too. I know he tried it a little bit before. He didn't really see it that much this time. Maybe too much stuff was going around. Maybe in the second quarter he'll get his bearings and find situations to do that. But we are asking a lot of him to just figure that out on the fly.
And it seemed like a lot of the time he was going for PK Thunders, he was getting pressured from both sides. When he tried, there was one specific moment when he tried it on the left side of the map. Vinya immediately dropped off and came back with a back air, and Ninja Link was covering the front, so he couldn't even get the PKT2 out. And by the time he had, everyone had shields up, everybody was ready to act on it.
Definitely. So they're still talking a little bit about what they want to do.
It's that team strategy.
Now, when we look at the red team, we see, like, you know, clearly, like, it's a very Greninja-based strategy. Obviously, they have two.
Yep.
Like, who do you think is the central pillar of the yellow team?
Pillar of the yellow team, I think the problem is that they don't seem to have one. There is not really one person on the team that's kind of, you know, acting to take stocks more, or to hold stocks more than anyone else on the team. And it's not good when you have two people on the enemy team with a very concise, functioning strategy when yours just doesn't seem to work.
All right, so now we're in the second quarter. I forget the name of the stage. I know it's from Metroid.
This is Pyrosphere.
Pyrosphere, yes.
Love this stage.
It's a really good format. I mean, stage setup here too.
Yep. We've got the double Greninjas applying pressure to 3 people, and that's where they're really making this count. They seem to be taking on 2v3 situations and allowing Jash and Sinji to beat the other member in a 2v1.
Now, this one, they seem to be closer in proximity. They seem to be working in tandem a lot better than the first one, even though they were pretty great before. I mean, I'm only nitpicking at this point. Oh, but look at that. Immediately, the first commentator's curse.
That's a very good back throw by Eggplant.
And yeah, that's always the thing with him. Like, he should be the main finisher of this team outside of Limit Break, possibly, with his back throw.
It's definitely on, aside from a couple of up air catches by Fox, because Fox can definitely seal stocks by getting up airs in very, very tight situations. But Ness back throw and Cloud Limit Break in general are definitely 2 very, very effective. That confirm was disgusting.
Oh my goodness. Charging Limit Break whenever you can is going to be important for Saint. Right, back throw by Sinji.
That's not going to kill, but will he get this edge guard? He won't. Oh, but he's going to keep applying pressure. Yeah.
And Robin loses a life.
And it's just a testament to how good of a Pac-Man Sinji really is. To see him controlling his items as well as he does in even a 4v4. You know, everything's hectic, but he's just here, he's charging his fruit.
He definitely functions a role of tank in this idea. He's keeping himself out of danger. He's pestering whenever possible with his items. Double Greninjas are definitely taking the lead right here, going the most aggro. And you can see Toon Link and Pac-Man on the right side. They're both throwing their projectiles, just being as annoying as humanly possible. This is really great strategy right now. They're splitting off into two groups.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bomb and key. You saw that?
Yeah.
That is not
so
fun.
Nutty. That's so much items.
That is great combination of work right now. And it's really affecting the yellow team. Cloud barely survives. Gets saved by Valhalla.
We see increments of singles play really coming in with the item play that you need to function with Toon Link and a Pac-Man on your team. As we saw Ninja Link earlier using Pac-Man's fruit to apply pressure. But yellow team doesn't seem to do the same. If they catch an item, they seem to kind of just throw it away.
Now, yellow team needs to really see if they can break up the Toon Link Pac-Man combination over there. They're just sitting on the right side throwing projectiles, and it's really bothering yellow team's ability to like really focus on the Greninjas. They're going to have to do something about them. And then when someone does go over there and they're doing it by themselves, they just get pushed back. Pushed back very easily. All right, we're below the 2-minute warning. And look at, Red Team just controlling the game right now.
Yeah. Sinji holding stock very efficiently with 3 points on the board. And aside from Ninja Link, everyone else is positive or neutral. Many are just getting a stock there. Sinji sealing another stock, taking 4 points in total.
Sinji is putting in major work right now. My goodness, take note, guys. Pac-Man could be a very great addition to your team if you want to play defensively and just tank at the same time. He's actually quite heavy.
And the biggest problem here is really that they have...
Oh, sniped him with the key! You kidding me?
Man. That's so nutty. But, you have 2 very strong movement characters in Cloud and Fox, but no one's really going after Sinji, and that's really huge.
Yeah, coordination, probably during halftime they're going to talk about the coordination of making sure they don't get the camp like that. But right now we got 40 seconds unless something major happens. I think Red Team's going to take this one too.
Eggplant sealing 2 stocks though before that 40-second mark, so very nice to see. He's going to go for an up throw there, not really trying to confirm too much as he can.
Ooh!
Red team has the entire yellow team minus Eggplant on the right side of the map. What are they going to do?
Wow, Greninjas, both of them going after Saint. PK Thunder 2 doesn't hit anybody.
Nice down smash by Venia. Taking the stock from Cloud. Ninja Link applying pressure on Robin. Are they going to be able to take that stock before time? Yes, they will. Taking an incredible lead there.
That was probably the best display of teamwork so far in the Invitational.
Yeah,
I mean, that was amazing.
Aside from LoCal, DA definitely demonstrating that they have incredibly strong team synergy comparative to the rest of the teams here today. The score currently is 18-0. And I wonder what team strategies Yellow is going to come up with, because DA kind of seems to be steamrolling this.
Yeah, they are right now. I'm not sure what characters to pick. I don't think the character selection was nearly as much of a problem as Red Team just like stepping it up with the teamwork. Like, you keep on talking about it, but you can't overstate it enough. Like when there's this much chaos around, any level of control you can like exert over your opponents, it's going to give you a big advantage, like over 4 quarters. You know, so like by halftime you had this major lead, and now it's up to the opposite team to make a substantial comeback, and it's not easy. You've seen it so far. We've seen several blowouts.
Yeah, it's been getting really, really nutty, and DA just seems to kind of be going in. They have this double Greninja strategy down. They know what they want to do. They know who they want where. They just work with it. But Yellow Team really doesn't seem to have a concise strategy, and that's the biggest problem here, because although I said it last round, nothing really changed between the first round and this round. Makes me eager to see them hopefully change some things up during third quarter.
And that's what the halftime is for. It gives you a chance to, to breathe, think about what's been going on, talk with your teammates and see how you're going to adjust. So they have 2 more games to go. They have enough time to make a comeback, but they got to be on point now. Like, there's not much room for error.
With 18 points on the board, they're really going to need to take this to a tiebreaker or take as many points as possible here.
And now I'm really afraid for Yellow Team, because I feel like now the true strength of Red Team's going to show. Because now they're going to play super defensive, I think.
Yeah, they can just, as long as they hold stocks right now, they're going to win. They're going to completely blow them out. Because with an 18-point lead, holding stocks, they can really only take 6 a game at most.
Yeah, I know. We're not trying to make it sound completely hopeless, guys. Yeah. It's just like
Yellow Team can do things. I saw them do well in their last set. Even though they lost it, they were still making some pretty solid plays. We saw Eggplant utilizing the PKT2, which is something I want to see him use a little bit better in this set.
Definitely. Maybe go a little ham over it, because like in this format, if he gets punished for it, unless he's at super high % or something, he's not going to die from it. You know what I mean? On the stage, he'll take maybe a little bit of damage.
And even then, you're probably not going to die in a 4v4 situation. Everyone's going to be scrambling to punish you.
To punish you or get the heck out of the way.
Yeah.
And now the halftime break is over, so we're going straight into quarter 3. And Umbra Clock Tower, very interesting choice, very flat.
My only problem here, my only problem with this pick is the music.
Oh. Trying to hit on my stage, bro. Man.
Nah, the stage is great, dude, but Red and Black is by far the best song on this map. We're seeing the double Greninjas again sticking together, but Eggplant Valhalla seems to be doing a lot of work, and it's nice to see them, get a nice little 2-man team of their own going.
Exactly. They're pretty good so far. Now, the erratic behavior of the platforms could come into play very nicely for either team. We're going to see who can take advantage of the most. PK flash attempt gets stuck by Ninja Link.
Yeah, that was very smart of Ninja Link to just get up there and throw that shuriken. Is he going to get a gimp off of this? No, he won't.
Oh, man. Eggplant got the hell out of there. He was getting attacked by 2 Greninjas.
Yeah.
Could have been very bad for him.
It's very dangerous. And that does really bad in that matchup. That was terrifying by saying he up-beat that Hydrant. If the water had come out before the damage had, he would have been dead.
Uh-oh, Valhalla, watch out. Sinji's looking for you. Fire Hydrant killed.
Venia getting a team kill there. Not too good.
Another thing, like you mentioned before, Greninja is now on the Yellow Team side.
Yeah. It's something that I've seen him do before. We saw him do in the first round, and he's really not doing bad at it.
Ooh, nice up smash.
One thing that we're seeing here in some of these situations is red team seems to want to isolate yellow team in some of these situations here, and it's nice to see.
Ooh, PK Thunder 2!
Oh,
wow, snipe! Strikes down the Greninja. He is not happy about that.
Yeah, he's definitely not entertained.
We need more of that. If this team is going to come back, we need more PK Thunder. Let's go.
We need more plays like that. That was just really solid play in general. Again, one thing that we see here is whenever red team isolates East Coast Warriors, they really, really utilize the fact that they all have really good singles play. You know, you have Ninja Link and Venia just utilizing the fact that they know all of their frame data.
Nice back throw by Eggplant, getting rid of Toon Link. Oh, wow, the key long distance snipe.
Funny enough, Eggplant killed Saint and the key killed Venia there.
They're not doing half bad at all, but they need to make a bigger push if they're going to bring this back in the fourth quarter.
Jash demonstrated beautiful movement there using B-reverse arrows to get Sinji's key out of his hand so you can utilize it as a regular item.
Now, Max IV had the key a second ago. I would have wished he would have held on to it just for a little bit longer, remove Sinji's option of bringing out the items, and save that for a potential kill. Oh, no.
That's how Local did so well versus DA. So
very nice climb hazard limit break by Saint.
Oh,
nice.
Greninja dying for stepping in the way of that. Cheering for Robin until her death, sadly.
There's too many frogs on the stage right now.
Yeah, there's way too much OS frog going on right now. Stat boy. All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop using outdated memes.
That boy. How outdated is that?
It's not really outdated,
not really
but it got so blown up that everybody hates it.
Oh, what? Get destroyed.
Wow.
Come on.
Dude. Ninja Link just putting in work right now.
Oh, nice back air by Venia, just sealing the deal on that one. Now we're at 1 minute left. And red team is pulling away.
Are we going to see Venia putting in work, or is he just going to stay on that bottom side of the map? He does have ridiculously high percent right now.
You see, Sinji and Venia just taking their time, breathing a little bit down at the bottom platform is very smart. Gives them a chance to not lose any of the stocks they've gained.
And it's a very good strategy because we have seen Sinji and Ninja Link get that 2v1 before. That was ridiculous.
That fire hydrant acted like it was its own character just now.
Nutty, the entire yellow team on the right side of the map, but Saint is going to break away from that, but get put in an edge guard situation immediately. Sinji will close out that stock.
Oh no! Oh, Dr. Eggplant's going to try to come back. He cannot make it. Now we're at 10 seconds.
Very nice jabs there from Valhalla, taking the stock. But with 5 seconds on the clock, can much happen, or are they going to lose this quarter as well?
Sinji at the top right, top left of the screen, just bouncing on a trampoline, making sure no one can take one more point. Not that was necessary. They started pulling away at the very end. Everybody at negatives on the yellow team side.
Yeah, only Jash in the negative here, even though he did take 2 stocks of his own.
Ninja Link as well at -1, but so points are going to get calculated real quick.
That was 8. 8 extra points. That is going to be 26.
26 to 0, and
a blowout akin to winners finals.
Unless you got the drill that pierces the heavens or something. Or like, unless you trained in 500 times normal gravity, or I don't know, what other thing I could say.
A hyperbolic time chamber.
Unless you learn
gotta pray.
Art of Kaioken in the next 2 seconds. This is gonna be a wrap.
Good.
Great job so far by Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, Deadly Alliance showing absolutely no mercy here.
that is one way of putting it, yeah, man.
Completely merciless play. Everybody going in.
It did seem like in the third quarter there were points where yellow team, they did seem like they had an idea of what they wanted to do, and it was starting to work. But then during the latter moments of the third quarter, they just pulled away. Deadly Alliance.
It's unfortunate to see that in so late as the third quarter too, because it seems like they finally got a grip on this team strategy that they wanted. but Red Team has been hammering them all game. You have to imagine that that's mentally draining, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right.
And even if you get, you know, the hang of your team strategy at that point, you're going to lose a lot in terms of execution. All right.
So now we're in the fourth quarter.
Final
East Coast
quarter.
Warriors, Deadly Alliance. And they pick my favorite stage.
It's a great map. All right, very nice by Vinny applying pressure to Eggplant, utilizing the fact that he has a good matchup there.
Valhalla with a fully charged arc fire, or whatever it's called, I forget.
Vinny is just applying insane pressure on the right side of the map right now.
I totally forgot there were springs in this level, like on the right side.
Dude, can we talk about how the double Greninjas just did like a super Vine combo, teams combo right there?
They are really feeling themselves right now.
Oh my god, Vinny is doing that stock
wrecked,
insanely early.
They are just doing this elevator combos with their up airs. Just get out of here, guys.
Sonic Heroes more.
Oh, PK Thunder 2 takes another stock.
Yo, PK2 was so hype.
Like, it's good to see that, you know, there's probably no way they're going to win this game, win the game, but it's good to see him go for those things because it just helps them for the next time they play each other. Like, I got this in my back pocket. You best beware.
Just be ready. Like, although he's not putting
He's
it out
doing it
as
a
much,
lot
he's
more.
connecting it when he has to.
You know what? Like, it's funny. Like when you know there's no way you can win, like the pressure just goes completely off. You're just trying to play, have a good time, and he's just going all out with this. It's great.
And it's strange to see utilization of a move happen this late. But again, you know, once you finally get a hang on your team strategy after 2 rounds, it's got to be mentally draining.
Oh yeah, and it's also we got to, you know, take into account. You know, this is their first 4v4, you know, tournament setting. You know, so they'll get used to it. I can't wait to see more from this Yellow team, see how they they might look back on this and say, we might need to revolve around using PK Thunder 2 as our core strategy.
And earlier there, Senshi got bodied by the spring, and so it's very important that every team realize that they have to pay attention to that.
There's a lot of action going on the left side right now.
Very nice by Senshi there, just getting himself out of the corner.
Oh! Another PK. Oh my! He accidentally kills Cloud too, but he gets another one of the red team.
More PK2s.
Oh! Benny had enough of that. He's like, enough, you're a mess, yo. Like.
And he was just like, get this little boy out of here. Nice.
Dang, that's a nice back throw.
That was just like, I can't tell if that was bad.
Get him out of here.
It seemed like he flew straight. And the words of the TO himself, get him out of here. Shoutouts to Wes for hosting this event.
Yeah, this is you know, everything about, you know, any trepidation about how this would turn out. This turned out wonderfully.
This is really, really fun event.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. And it's still really high-level play. This isn't just goofy nonsense.
Exactly. It's so fun to see people still utilizing the fact that they have such strong singles prowess. All the awareness that you get from just being good at this game in general all applies. And in a situation as hectic as a 4v4, people are still super aware of what's going on. You see people like Sinji just constantly...
Oh, PK Thunder 2 takes 2 of the red team! Oh, we could have seen this earlier!
The extinction of the frogs, man.
Oh my goodness. He's not a Battletoads fan. And they immediately kill him. They are tired of his mess.
Yeah. It's just like every time Eggplant does anything good, they immediately kill him for doing something.
It's okay, because if he takes 2 people out at once with it, you know, it evens out for him. That's something I want to let you know about. I noticed this before. Sinji using the fire hydrant on this particular stage, he kicks it and it just rolls down the hill. Like it's
down the hill. Yeah. It's nice to see him utilize something like that on a map that, you know, no one ever plays on.
Yeah, it caught one of the players on the far opposite side because there's no way you're paying attention to that.
Red team being mindful of Eggplant's PK Thunder.
And PK Thunder, he's just doing it just to do
it. Him
nice counter. He's like, you better stop.
You can't. It's an effective strategy, but you can't just mash it. You know.
But you know what it does? It makes everyone around you respect the option, and you can play around that. As long as you have someone nearby that can limit the amount of damage you'll take for a miss, you know, it's okay. It'll work out in the end.
Yeah.
You have technically unlimited number of stocks you can just play.
Yep. And with less than 30 seconds on the clock, red team has an incredible lead right now.
Dang, Greninja is at +5.
Yep. Senji, although he was stock tanking before, isn't doing nearly as well, but Venia seems to have picked up the baton.
Definitely. He's trying to edge guard after A-Plant right now. Oh, missed. Oh, he barely got on.
3, 2, 1, and that is going to be time with no stocks being put on the board in the last quarter, except for red team. It's unfortunate to see yellow team go out like that, but both teams did play well, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, talking about, you know, leaving on a high note for East Coast Warriors. Very nice job by Dr. Eggplant. Yep. Just showing, you know, the potential of PK Thunder 2 as a central strategy. Not so much overall for them this time, but I'm sure they're going to look back on it and say, man, we got something going on here.
Yeah, for sure. And it's important to see that there's a lot of characters on this team, with the exception of probably Robin and Greninja standing grab, that have good grabs. So if the yellow team can pressure people into one spot as Eggplant charges that PKT and just launch everybody into the PKT, that's a really effective strategy as well.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second, guys.
Oh, what's the score? 40-0 blowout. Where's...
I mean, if you... I don't know if you have, like, system for this.
Where's Dyer? Where's Dyer?
Did he step out? I haven't seen him.
I have no idea. We'll find out in a second. I'm hungry, but I'll wait. Yeah. Once again, guys, thank you for joining us today. This is the Gauntlet, an S.O.S. Gamers Charity Invitational featuring 4v4 gameplay with some of the best guys I've ever played against in New York City. I hope you guys are having a great time. This is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. We're seeing a lot of varying styles. We're even seeing the gameplay evolve between everybody.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
All right.